Hello and welcome back everybody to another Greg Tech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all having a very great day today so far. As you can tell, we are still completing the HV Quest tab page, or whatever you want to call it. The HV page in the Quest book. There we go, that is a lot better. So we have everything else ready here. Stream is all good. I'm also going to be sharing that over to the Greg Tech New Horizons Discord. Yes. There we go. Darius, how's it going? Welcome in. Alright, we are not recording yet, but that is fine. Greg Tech Cam. Expand the game. Start recording. Back to game. Excuse me? What is going on? Okay, so that's interesting. I left the game even on stream on Earth, but it set me back here. I don't know, whatever, because I thought Minecraft saved, like, I don't know, like every second basically. That's really strange. Alright, whatever. As long as we got our stuff, that's all that matters. There's that. Take that back, drop our rocket down, and we'll call it good. Yeah, because I picked up my rocket after the stream ended, and then that was it. And then I just said, okay, we're good. But nope, the game had other plans. How's it going, Yummy? How you doing today? Alright, dump off everything else, all this other trash. Yes. Empty out some of these other chests with all of their disgusting items. Oh, I guess, nitrobenzene, yes. You know what? We're gonna put that nitrobenzene back into the system. Yeah, just so we can hopefully keep our base afloat a little bit longer. Doing good, playing Greg with a friend. We are preparing for the moon. Very nice. Well, hopefully your moon trip goes well. Alright, so we're going to scan. Yep, we just want to make sure we don't have any items that don't belong in these. Alright, at least it does look like we are going to get a decent amount more titanium again, which actually... How much titanium? 5,600 plus 3,000 dust, so about 8,000, which isn't terrible, but we are now getting more items once again, finally. Alright, break all the ones with dust for now. Let those kind of get emptied out real quick. Just got home from school and things are looking good in my video game programming class. You actually have a video game programming class, like in school? That's awesome. I had a 3D rendering class, but maybe they did have a video game class. I can't remember. I'm almost done with the game. Just a few small issues to fix. That is awesome. How long have you been working on this game? Is it still the tower defense one? I may join later. See you for now. Sounds good. Not sure how long the stream is going to be, so even if we don't see you later, we'll see you soon. Take care, Darius. Redstone, gold. Yeah, look at the titanium, nickel. All that beautiful stuff. Alright, make sure our system's not jammed. Nothing in the interface, nothing in the export, so we are good. Storage is actually halfway decent looking, I guess. Okay, what's that? Centrifuge. Not bad. Got your typical stuff in there. Chembath sodium. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Oh boy. See, now if I make sodium persulfate. Gross. Sodium bisulfate. Make 5K? I'll have Darius work on that. Start with a follow. Sodium persulfate cell. I could have sworn we had sodium persulfate. Okay, there's sodium persulfate there. There it is. Okay, we're good. Houdini, welcome back. Yo, remember me? I do. Yo, might not. I was on an old account. As long as it's the same Houdini as before, I remember a Houdini. Is that the same account? Like, same, you know, relative name Houdini? I've been playing Stranded forever. Wait. I've been playing Stranded forever, and I'm getting closer to beating it, but I came across Draconic Evolution, and that means I have to kill the Chaos Guardian, which I hate fighting. I've never even heard of Stranded forever. What kind of mod is that, or mod pack? But yeah, a Chaos Guardian does not sound fun at all. Sodium. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so it's just making a bunch more sodium persulfate, which would be nice to get that automated, but it's alright for now. We'll get 10K. Oh wow, my fiance is already home. Start with a follow. Which is fine. We'll start producing more, get more ore proc going. But there is laundry and stuff going, so I feel like I'd be able to stream for a bit if I also start cooking. But I'm going to see maybe if I can give her some money and she'll pick up some food for us. Although I kind of don't want to do that because also tomorrow I know I'm going to be home late, so unless she plans on... Well, maybe she'll make something tomorrow while I'm gone. That would be kind of nice. So we'll see what happens. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Refined platinum, salt dust. See, now I don't know if my storage... If my system... I don't think it is. I think I'd have to toss this downstairs just to make sure it gets into the right spot. So there's all that. So actually, let's take a look. 651 osmium. Not bad. 17,000 palladium. 18,000 platinum. Rhodium. 5,300 rhodium. Not bad. Iridiums. We should have more. Osmium, palladium, platinum. Okay, no, so rhodium is the last one. Where's ruthenium? Alright, okay, 1,600 right there. It kind of keeps bouncing back and forth. Iridium? I'm trying to calculate here. Okay, iridium. I'm counting osmium's 2, palladium's 3, platinum's 4, rhodium's 5, and ruthenium is 6. That should be all the big ones that I care about. The mod pack is sort of a skyblock type mod pack. Basically, you crash landed. Oh, that's right. You were telling me that. Okay, I remember you talking about that one again. I just needed a little mind rejogging. Very little to start off with, and nighttime is basically doom and despair. You'll get surrounded by husks, and a lot of them. Since they don't burn in the sun, you'll be stuck fighting them. That's pretty gross. Well, I'm glad that that mod pack's going well for you, at least. There's the crushed silver. Okay. How's our tantalum? Tantalum 355. Look at that. We're finally back up a little bit on our tantalum numbers. Which means we could take a look once again at our quests. Polystyrene. It's actually kind of gross. To make polystyrene, use the chemical reactor to combine oxygen and styrene. There's only one type of machine that uses it, so don't bother making more until you need it. Kuzu, how's it going? Long time no see. Alright, so that's that. Molten polystyrene. Styrene. Okay, just do ethylene and benzene. It'll be fine. Do I not have a storage for styrene? I do not. Kefo, I thought you stopped playing Greg Tech New Horizons, to be honest, but happy to see you still going. Nope, I didn't stop. I do apologize for that. Welcome back. I don't honestly remember you from streams unless you were somebody who just kind of lingered a lot, or if you were just mainly watching the videos. So I do apologize for not remembering, but I did get very, very caught up in playing a lot of the other games with my friends, because there's just been actually a lot that we've been getting addicted to lately, which is kind of crazy. It's been a while since... well, I guess it probably helped that I played Greg Tech so much that now I started playing other games again. It's like, holy crap, I forgot how much I enjoyed them. But I had a lot of time to play with them, so it was awesome. But nope, I still continue to plan to go all the way through, do every single quest and everything. And I'm trying to get back more into it more frequently now as well, because I have definitely, you know, I've had, I'll say, a long enough break from the game, even though it wasn't really something that was planned. I need... One of these two has my other storages. Yes. Also, let me change the music real quick. But yes, also, speaking of the videos, next time I have actually some free time off of work, and I've been surprised. Like last week I had a full week, this week I had a full week. I'm going to be working on a couple videos to get those released, because it's also been like 2 or 3 months now since we've had a video even. I mainly watch you on the side while playing myself, so I think that might have been my first message, in fact. Oh, dang, okay, well thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And, yeah, hopefully your playthrough's been going well. If you don't mind me asking, how far are you into the mod pack? Alright, hold on. Where? Okay, so now we're into the Nether music. That's why. Alright. Play Cat next. There we go. It's going good. Glad to hear that, Kuzu. We're going to get our table. Our cell workbench. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Sulfuric products. That's not really what I'm looking for. Alright, some fluid cells, please. Okay, 16k. I feel like we're not going to use that much styrene. If we so happen to use it in the future, like a lot more, then we'll just worry about getting a lot more later. So, molten polystyrene. And styrene. Ooh. You know what? Take all these. Although it stays. Usually you only keep the end product. Whatever. Let's do both. Styrene. Molten polystyrene. And then we'll rename them. So that's the molten. Styrene. And then this should just be styrene right here. Styrene. Yes, nice. Alright, also running out of storage. No, we got plenty of space. Just in this one, this row, I guess. Made it for a third time to early IV, this time without my friends quitting as soon as we got there. Well, that's kind of nice, at least they didn't quit this time. But dang, I could only imagine playing all the way from the beginning and then going all the way to IV and then just kind of resetting. That'd be crazy. But I guess it would say it'd be really easy to keep getting back there, or easier and easier. So that is kind of one of the nice things. Refine everything else. You know what you need and you know what you don't. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck with your playthrough. Hopefully whatever goals you guys are striving for, you're able to achieve. So now we got storage for these, and I would like to make some patterns now. Pattern terminal. We're gonna make styrene, ethylene benzene, molten polystyrene. We'll just do circuit 9. Do I have to have a circuit 9 somewhere, don't I? Chemical. No. LCR. Probably one of these other ones that I made specifically for other chemicals. Circuit not chosen. I'll go with this one to make sure I got circuit 1. So there's that. There's this guy, processing pattern, molten polystyrene, and we'll just keep it nice and simple. So what I could do is 16x. Alright, and then polystyrene sheets, fluid solidifier, plate, alright. Oh no. Oh wait. Fluid solidifier bar. You just do this right here. Processing terminal. Put that one back in there. Get the bar back. Fluid solidifier. And then we'll just make the sheet by bending, because why not then? HV fluid solidifier ingots. Alright, so I'll just do that. Should have did times 64. Set that. 64 times. Set. Perfect. Alright, interface terminal. Bending machine, circuit 1. Oh boy. HV bender, circuit 3. Okay, where's this? I gotta check this out. I don't know if I even have that anymore. That is indeed a bending machine, but that would take forever. Also, I gotta check something real quick, chat. What the heck? That's strange. It said... Okay, never mind. There, I got a phone notification, and the phone notification basically completely lied to me, so that is interesting. But it means we have more time, so that's good. Also update my chat to all messages. There we go. Okay. I would like some more of these pattern capacity cards. Thank you. I will need to get more bending machines, or I will need to add some more hatches on pretty soon. What is this? Circuit 2? Okay, those are both full. Circuit 3, Circuit 9. That one's used for absolutely nothing, okay. Dang, these are some small buses on there. Oh, that's the output bus. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm kind of half being too lazy and too cheap to do something else here. So I'd also have to check my channels down here. So at 8 going into there. I do not have my goggles or anything. Reggie. Alright, we're getting into AE2 stuff again. I need this real quick. Just to make sure we have enough channels to actually even add on another bus here. Alright, so obviously we have 8 channels. We would need a thicker cable or a different color. We have 15, 25, 27, 31. So then we do 32, so we could add one more channel technically. Where's my dense cables? Dense covered cable. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. So I could just do this. And then have like a pink going that way, and then a different color going the other way. Alright, so there's 8 there. Which actually, I don't even need this. What am I doing? What am I talking about? So we got this. Perfect. We just need a bus. Also, I apologize if you do hear any snoring. The kitty cat is sleeping right next to the microphone. So do not mind her. So these are the ones we needed to get rid of. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness it was only one of these blocks. Honestly, no idea where it came from. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was like... Okay, I think it was right there. It's helping cover other things. Sure. Why not? Let's maybe just use a wrench instead. There we go. No more worries about the channels. Spray can. Pink, please. Alright, so just gonna leave that one, and then these guys. Just spray paint this a different color. We'll just do like magenta. There we go. Okay. Is this the other one? Oh, hello. You are supposed to be somewhere else. Yep, that's definitely not supposed to be here. This chest can get put up over here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Where did my chest... How's it going, Tooth Grinder? Oh, I may have seen it for a split second. Nope. Where did my chest go? I normally have an AE2 one, and I have another one with other, like, machine components. Interesting. Where would Blaze have put that? Not seeing it down here. Alright, it's fine. No chest there, just double check. I have my 14 chest here. Nothing there. The thunderstorms galore. Gotta love it. Gurg, what's going on, Mr. Ingalls? There we go. That way we don't have to listen to this all night. Okay. Run back downstairs. I'm good. Glad that you're doing well. Yep. That is something. Put the storm back on. You don't want to hear that. Trust me, I don't even want to hear that. Okay, so that's another chest that was just chilling here. Oh, kitty cat is just sleeping right over the mic. Alright, well, whatever. That one's lost. So be it. Find it at a different time. It's probably buried in my base somewhere else. Yeah, it ain't over there. I want to hear that. I'm sorry. I could put on some, like, light storm music or, like, ambiance in the background instead of the music. Alright, so we want an input bus. I will have to get a new one. Excuse me. MV, no. It's a super bus. HV. $16 stacks. I mean, really won't need that many stacks, but whatever. I'll make a new one. Start with a follow. Angles. I almost probably know what it feels like to be you now, working all the time. I can't believe it. It's a good thing and a bad thing all at the same time. Ain't that right, kitty? Mean you don't get to hang out all day. You have to chill in the room all alone. What's a day off? Yeah, right. Other than the weekends, though. I've been lucky on the weekends. You probably not so much. Alright, so let's make sure, shut that off. So we got that. Turn that on to circuit 1. We could rename that. Where's my knife? Somebody give me a knife! Stat! There it is. Alright. What are these even called? HV multi-block bender. HV multi-block bender circuit 1. Yesterday was my first day off since last Thursday. Damn. She's working too damn hard. There we go. There we go. That's what you like to see. Alright, so now... This also does help us, though, significantly, because we've had, I think, a lot of other recipes that we weren't able to craft, or, like, keep all in the machine. So, we're good. 10 polystyrene sheets. My throat also hurts now due to having to constantly yell. Rip. Order number 17. Do we have an order number 17 here? Alright, molten polystyrene. Whoa. I guess we made the other stuff. There we go. So it is working. Hopefully you feel better soon, Ingalls. And hopefully, you know, you'll be able to upgrade to a better job in the near future. We actually yellowed names. It's actually, as long as people don't have the same names, it is a bit better. Alright. 3 sheets. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think it's taking forever because of the fluid solidifier. Quite fun when 4 presidents, Darth Vader and Batman show up all at once. I'd assume those are like other like high school people, like your friends or just something like that, or just random strange like interesting people that say those names. Polystyrene. There it is. That's all done. Ender IO mob spawners is so abusive, man. 16k RF per tick is freaking crazy. Just spawn 3 Endermen like every 5 seconds. It's pretty nice. Random people. That you live in a weird neighborhood. I'll have to say that. Or at least you work in a weird neighborhood. I've worked in fast food for quite a while, and I don't think I've ever gotten people pretending or like using those names even. Sadly. The Biolab is a multi-use bioengineering station. You can create bacterial cultures for use in the bacterial vat with it, as well as to make DNA samples and data orbs, and plasmids, no idea what that is, to duplicate cultures and create new ones. The bacterial vat can be found in the multi-block goals tab, and you can use it right now if you have any industrial brewing needs, or wait until later when you need to get into bioengineering. If you are only doing this later, you might as well make a higher tier biolab. You only need 1 of them to complete the quest. Okay, so literally any biolab. We'll make an EV biolab. Nichrome wire? Ew. Bum, 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 bum. Polystyrene sheets. Nichrome wire. Polytetrafluoroethylene. Hot damn. Biolab. Nichrome wire, of course we're missing those. We have like the entire city show up. Damn. Use the EEC with Ender IO. Are you talking to me, Tooth Grinder, or are you talking about Yummy? Yummy's talking about a different mod pack, so that wouldn't be a thing for them. Yo, I caught a stream. What's going on, Blaze Man? How's it going, Andre? How are you doing today? So yes, we need to get the nichrome wire recipe. Wire mill. Circuit 1. How do we not have that? There we go. And then circuit 1. Oh, you know what? Okay, I forgot. Forgot we do things a little bit differently. That is right. So what do we have for Nichrome, actually? Did you get some good rest after being awake for like 3 days straight? I am still a little tired, but otherwise good. Masters is submitted, so I can relax a little bit now. Ooh. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. It's probably what you were working on, wasn't it? How about you? Not too bad. Been surprisingly busy with work, thankfully. Now that we have the wedding and stuff coming up. That'll be January of next year, so that'll... Yeah. It'll be good to save up some money for that, as well as still being able to pay all the bills, so... It's good that I'm working now so I can save up all my money, but it also sucks in the same sense that I can't sit at home and game for the most of the day. But otherwise, you know, not too bad. Okay then, I'm 2 Greg Tech New Horizons coded here. It's all good. I figured that's what you were talking about, so I'm like, we'll make sure. So we have 4x nichrome wires. So, okay, we'll just do this with the 4x recipe then. Actually, say 100. 2 craft, 2x. Okay, so we'll go from the 2x down to 1x then. Should just make a 16, then go down from those, but whatever. So we'll make 1x from crafting down the 2x. So we do have a wires section. Biolab. Hey, okay, so now she's home. Phone was being goofy earlier. Start with a follow. Go to the caisson and put everything on red and it will double. Trust it works really well. Oh, you meant go to the casino. Yeah, put everything on red and it will double. Trust it works really well. I don't know. I'm more of like a black numbers guy when I play roulette. All gamblers quit right before hitting big. That's true. All you gotta do is just keep doubling your bet. And until you hit the table limit, and then you lose your money because you keep losing too many times in a row. Because that is a strategy, just to keep doubling your bet. But obviously, if you're so unlucky to where like you lose so many times in a row and like you lose the max table bet, yeah, you're kind of screwed. Just don't be unlucky. It's not hard. Exactly. Just bring your good luck charms. You're all good. Dyslexia strikes me again. You're all good. I would be lying if I didn't say, or if I did say, that I don't do that quite often. As you can tell, I can't even speak right now. Allow autofill blank pattern. Yeah, we have that turned on. Alright, so Biolab is complete. Hey, there it is. Petri dishes for cultivating cells. Could save on PTFE and also having to make the cylinders. 36, 36, and 72. You know what? I don't even care about loop eggs, so we'll just take the Petri dishes. Retrieval. Sterilize. So I'm glad that I took them so I don't have to worry about making them. So now I have to sterilize them. Oh shit. Kind of scared me a little bit. Okay, sterilized autoclave. Ooh, ammonia. Methanol. Methanol, ethanol. You know what? We'll use methanol. We have tons of methanol. Fluid. Meth. What do we have for meth? Oh, what am I clicking? Methanol, 7.2 million. Yeah, the warp jump scare. Still getting me every now and then. Yesterday was the creepers. They didn't like it. Biolabs and bacterial vats are yucky stuff. Thankfully not needed for quite long. Thankfully. Sure it'll be needed for bees and all that other fun, disgusting stuff. Alright, sterilized, autoclave, LV. We need the processing pattern because it has a fluid. methanol. Autoclave. Advanced autoclave IV. No. EV autoclave. HV autoclave. I mean, what does it take? LV 5 seconds, so just do HV autoclave. Oh, my alarm's going off. I have to go check the laundry. So there's that. Petri. 16. Let those run. Awesome. Also, because we want numbers to go burr for a minute, I'm going to do... Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Dual interfaces. We have 7. Can never go wrong with another 16 more. Why not? Start with a follow. Numbers go burr. Alright. Meth. Yes, methanol. Short for methanol. Go tell that to the police. Go tell them you want some of that. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. What do we have for meth? Not the best way to phrase that. Yeah, exactly why I did it. Although, probably shouldn't do that, because then YouTube might ban me. Until UV/UHV, you're not to care about it. That's good then. Was that you hating on bees? No, I'm not hating on bees. I'm just trash talking bees a little bit until I go deal with them once again. Yes, I'm gonna go check the laundry though real quick, and then I will be right back. Numbers are probably gonna stop going burr before I even get back, so we'll see. Be like 2 minutes. Alright, I did hear that it just finished. I do apologize. I am back. Yes. So, try and get everything going. So we got all those Petri dishes. We'll try and wrap things up here. Petri dishes, not for eating. Alright, music. I'm sorry, but we gotta switch you out here. What else do we have? You'll need Petri dishes to hold the cultures. You can make them out of borosilicate, styrene, or PTFE. The Petri dishes must then be sterilized to allow cultures to grow on them. You can use ethanol, methanol, ammonia, or chlorine to sterilize. Excuse me. Alright, so 92 out of 115, dang. Kinetic generator. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure we do have an extreme crafting table. Or maybe we don't. I know I crafted one at one point. A dire crafting table. Where would I have even put that? Right there I did. There's the biolab. Now, I also feel like... No, maybe you can't. No, there's definitely got to be a way. You do... Yeah, you made the Infinity spray can with... Okay, so that's what I made it for. Eventually getting auto crafting with this would be nice. Although, well, eventually, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9? I don't know if I can make 9 by 9 patterns even yet, or even 5 by 5. Ah, the red... Oh, duh. Red auto crafting table, okay. Wait. Recipe... Oh, it's... Okay, never mind. That's what those are all about. Okay, so that would be nice eventually. I mean, it's only EV stuff, IV circuit. We don't quite... I think. Hey, EP Games, how's it going? The only thing is, yeah, just figuring out the patterns and how these work. Could I make another dire crafting table? Craft. 1. Oh, brother. Okay, no, so let's not mess that up. And we'll just manually craft for now. This is pretty gross. 4 double stainless. 4 rotors. Start with a follow. Start with a follow. What else do we need? 2 titanium gears. 2 HV motors. Alright, I'm trying to get things crunched and done here. Actually, it was 8 plates. Oops. Ooh, yeah, doing great playing some vanilla Minecraft, playing the new update with sulfur cubes. did the official update actually drop for that? I know they were in, what do you want to call it? Snapshots, or whatever they call them now these days. It was still in, like, the snapshot phase. Which, granted, they are going to be nice, like people say, for minigames. I really honestly don't know, because I haven't really watched a whole lot with them, what I would even really do in survival. What do we need? EV circuits. EV circuits. Motor machine casing. How do you make one of those? Oh, that ain't bad. Alright, so yeah, we do have only a few minutes, and then I will have to get going. Just basically waiting for the laundry to kind of finish up drying out. And then I'm going to be going to get me some dinner. But yes, tomorrow I'm going to be busy working pretty much all day. Thursday, I might be able to do another short stream. Actually, no, you know what? Thursday, I might be able to do a longer stream, actually. Friday, I'll be busy, though. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be busy. But next week is unknown, so you never know. We might have a lot of time for streams next week. There's some pretty wacky stuff you can do with them. Oh, sorry about the alarm. Alright, so what was that? Motor machine casing. Go up here. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so we're getting closer. 2 shafts made out of steel. Nope. Alright, so extruder shaft. Have I never made any shafts here? Interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna need the extruder shape. Ooh. That's kind of gross. Tungsten steel or molybdenum? I feel like molybdenum would probably be the easiest. Molly... Dark ashes. How long would it take to make? Of course. Alright, molybdenum. What the F? I've never seen that mold. Yeah, that's why I was like, interesting. I didn't even know what the heck it was at first. Like, oh, maybe it's something I already have. Nope. Oof, we need a molybdenum screw, and it's too late. Uses. Smelting. Alright, we'll just smelt it up. Yeah, is there another way to make... No. Probably because I would assume you never messed around with the kinetic generators. That'd be my assumption. That would be correct, yeah, it makes sense. Because, I mean, at least for this one, power output 1 to 512 EU per tick max, that is insanely useless. Okay, then you go to low. Okay, so you probably just keep upgrading them, but even then, it seems kind of like a waste. Casing, alright, hold on. Pipes, 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 pipes. Bolts. Alright, so we have our screws. There we go. That was pretty gross, but we got it. Steel. Where's all my regular steel? Steel ingot. 5K. Ray Bob can take care of that. Or you know what, Andre, since you're here, we'll put you to work. Alright, there we go. So we have all of that. Steel ingots. There we go. And then we can make a couple of steel shafts. How many do we need? 2? Wow, nice motivation to show up for the future. Yes. Instantly put you to work for jumping into the stream. Don't worry. It's motivation because that means you're doing something to help me reach the end and get to the Stargate, so you feel better about it. That's exactly the way you gotta think. Alright. Surprisingly taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. I guess 32 seconds each, okay. Well, we'll get both of those. Large lithium battery, I would hope that I have somewhere. And then some platinum cables, so should be all good here. A pseudo multiplayer experience, I see. Alright, before we forget, put that back in there. Platinum cable. Perfect, I already have 2 of them. Yes, shaft. There's that. Molybdenum. Stainless. Battery. Large lithium battery. Well, look at that. I can even make one. HV machine hull. Even just gonna get this done would be really nice and make me happy. Two shafts. You know, shafts are like one of the more expensive things when it comes to machines. Just because they're very, very precisely, what do you want to call them, machined. And just, yeah, they're just super expensive because you have to make shafts out of like solid material. You can't just weld a bunch of garbage together and make one, otherwise you're going to have problems. Large lithium battery. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up because it was charging. Alright, and then machine hull. Maho. There it is. Kinetic generator, baby. Kinetic power HV. That was gross. Alright, loot bag. Don't even care to read. Oh. Alright, well, that's a couple more quests then. Stainless, titanium, loot bag. Just claim everything. 93 out of 115. Kinetic water power. Kinetic wind power. Oh my gosh. These are so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more steel shafts. So I guess we'll just keep making a bunch of shafts. Stainless steel. Stainless. Let's craft like 5K of that. I have tooth grinder, take care of it. Yeah, we'll just dump this all in here then. Shaft. Although, no, what do we have? Okay, hold on. It's actually, I'm very stupid. So instead of doing that, why don't we actually just toss them into our other extruder, like Honestly, not the worst energy source there. Hold on, steel ingot. Yeah, look at that. 13 shafts. No idea how many more we're gonna need. But we're good. Saw the average Greg Tech player using all of them. Really? You need to get rid of that single block. Yeah. I need to get rid of all of the single blocks. So, like, start moving all of my crafting into multi-blocks. Accept the multi-block revolution. Yes. I shall accept it. Hopefully after the tier 3 rocket. Then I think I'll be trying to get everything transferred over to multi-blocks. And we already have the rocket. We just need the fuel. Look at that. 4 out of 64. Bauxite. Then yeah, you're forever stuck. Embrace the big boys. Alright, so these are going to be a little bit gross, but we're going to get a bunch of stainless. 8, 16. Craft those. Wind. Water. Yeah. So, I mean, there'll be a little manual crafting there. Oh, and then it wants you to make rotors and stuff. Okay. Bauxite slurry. 32 cells of that. Can I make 32k? No purified bauxite. Well, it is mining a bauxite vein, although I don't remember if this is automated. I feel like you've been procrastinating on the field for so long. Can't say I blame you too much, though. Yes, I definitely have. Like, what is it? Well, the last 3 or 4 live streams, I've definitely not even, like, contemplated messing around with it because it was quite a bit of work. And especially since I've been gone from Greg Tech for so long, I was happy just to kind of get back into doing some of these easier things. But once once I'm able to stream a couple days a week, or at least for a couple hours at a time, like say maybe Thursday, if I know I'm going to have 3 to 5 hours, I'll probably try and get back into that. Because, oh boy, is it going to be a... Oh yeah, that's right. I think we might have had to get hog fuel for some reason before rocket fuel, or I was trying to work on hog fuel before rocket fuel for the sole fact of actually keeping this base running. Yeah, because I think this can only burn. What does it say? Supply high rating fuel. Yeah. Yeah, for the extreme combustion engine. Yeah. So we were going to do that. We'll get some more energy. That way we don't run out, which thankfully we're doing okay. Surprisingly, we're still distilling. That's still operating. Numbers are definitely... they're going up over here. So yeah, we'll get hog fuel. Maybe we'll finish up the hog fuel. And then, yeah, once we're done with that, getting our power going into all this, then we can get that beautiful, beautiful dense hydrazine. Which I know I got some of it. So we'll take a look at this dense hydrazine. Just to get our mind refreshed. So we just needed a chem plant for that. Okay, and then methanol, which we have tons of. And hydrazine. Which hydrazine was ammonia, which we have ammonia. We might need to just ramp up production of it. And hydrogen peroxide. Yeah. Which we got oxygen, which even if we end up producing more over here, that's fine. We have anthracene being produced. So I guess now all that's left is the ethylanthra hydroquinone. Yeah, the rocket fuels are basically all just the chem plant recipes. Ethylbenzene. I think this gets recycled. There was one thing, it gets like recycled or something at one point. Ethylbenzene and phthalic anhydride. Yeah, we might have had to do this. Yeah, the ethyl whatever is a loop. Yeah, so once we make a decent amount of it, then hopefully we shouldn't have to worry, so it'll be alright. Yeah, to make hydrogen... Okay, so yeah, you use 2-ethylquinone... ethylanthraquinone. Okay, literally it gets deposited back out. So you just gotta make this once or a couple times just to get a batch of it. Yeah, and you're golden. So it ain't even that bad. So you just do this. What? 415. What's the difference? 2-ethylanthraquinone. Oh, hydroquinone. Okay. So you just bring it back to here, add in hydrogen again with this, and okay. So it's not exactly the same. They're different, but very similar names, yeah. Sometimes I'm looking at it, I'm like, where's the difference? I can't read. Gets recycled via the hydrogen. Yeah, which, very cheap, thankfully. And then an orange metal catalyst, which I think there was other things we could upgrade to reduce the usage of catalyst, which is nice. But yeah, a little bit of ethylbenzene and phthalic anhydride dust, which is just phthalic acid, which I can use my dimethylbenzene, potassium dichromate, and some oxygen. Yeah, we're not going that way. Not the naphthalene. We'll do this. So it's not actually going to be too bad. Just setting up a couple chem plants, which thankfully we have some miners going. We'll have some resources. So get the hog fuel, get the rocket fuel. We're going to be all good to go. And then, who even knows? Start getting ready for the NAC line. Orange metal catalyst is just palladium, so that should be no problem. Thankfully not. That ain't going to be too bad. Coils, if I remember correctly, make the HSS coils for it. It's worth it. Definitely. I mean, yeah, we're rich enough now. HSS isn't too bad. Which even then, we have all of these. Can I make 1,000? No. So yeah, we're still lacking in the tungsten department, sadly. Which, did I automate this yet? Yeah, the catalyst consumption is modulated with the pipe casings. Okay. And then the coils make it faster. Yeah, the coils usually faster. Oh, look at that. I did. Okay, so I have the ender chest here and all of this. So it's probably not needed unless you plan to power the base with it. Yeah, I really don't plan on it. At least not now. Maybe the oil refinery and other productions over there I might power over eventually. Although we're going to have hog fuel, so we're probably going to be fine. I just remember that Awakened Draconium coils completely prevented catalyst consumption. Yeah, but those are a ways way away. Definitely remember the speed part. Awakened Draconium coils with the tungsten steel pipe casings. Alright. So we finished up this with these three, at least here. Actually, Super Tank 3 should have had... Oh no, we didn't make it because we were out of tungsten... Or, what is that stuff called? Tantalum, there we go. Wrong T-word. So we'll make that, we'll finish up that quest, and I think we will be good for today. This one is still broken, so hopefully maybe with the update, that'll be completed. It's probably going to end up being our last quest because of everything being broken, but 15 and 7 is 22 quests. Well, actually, let's just grab this, so we only have 21 left. How much is too much fluid? There it is. So 94 out of 115, so 21 quests to go. We have, let's see, 3 field generators LV. I'll take that. Dump those away. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 3 hidden quests, so maybe with the bauxite line or some more with that. So I have most of them showing. Just a couple that aren't. Yeah. So I'm going to be busy once again tomorrow, so there will be no stream tomorrow. But Thursday, as long as we get out on time at work, nothing crazy happens. We are looking like we might actually be able to have a little bit of a longer stream. So keep an eye on the Discord for that, but I will have to get going here. I greatly appreciate everybody jumping back in. And it was nice seeing you again, Andre. Hopefully you continue to get some good rest now that all of your Masters stuff is kind of done. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I'll catch you next time.